What's up, everybody? It's your boy Zokamaz here, back with another video, and this is part 6 of For the Deku TV universe. Without any further ado, let's get into it. So last part, I went over the events of Lapis Lazuli. Now I'm going back into My Hero Academia events. As last time, Midoriya just finished up the entrance exam, and he already got his confirmation letter, and he's now experiencing his first day in UA High. And Midoriya's like, this is a sign. And I've always wanted to be a hero. This is my first stepping stone. I'm going to make all my dad, mom, the gems. I'm going to make all of them proud. And I'm going to be the best student here. And I'm someday going to be the number one hero. This is amazing. And see, this is Ghidorah. And Ghidorah is physically massive. He didn't even know what kind of classroom this was. Class 1A. That means we're the best. And I have to hit the best if I want to keep it that way. As he opens the door, and everybody in the room gets quiet and just looks at him. Is that Midoriya? The son of Rose Quartz? And one of the rank 15 hero? This is amazing. And they all rush towards him, asking him questions about the gems and his dad, except two people, Jiro and Bakugo, as Midoriya horse him off. And then he sees, I noticed that pink hair anywhere. Hey, wait, what? As he turns around, his hair is in pink, it's bloody green, I'm just an idiot. But as he turns around, he sees, oh, Uraraka, hey, it's been a minute. Yeah, thank you for saving me again. I'm surprised he was able to make it in. I'm surprised he didn't get injured. I'm surprised he didn't get injured even more. I'm not. You healed me right up. I'm fine. I guess we're in the same class, yes, but as things starts to die down, Aizawa finally gets up from behind the desk. As the class finally manages to wake him up from his nap, he says, "You're all useless." As he just hands them out uniforms and tell them to meet them outside. Wait, aren't we supposed to be going to orientation though? Assembly though? That's a waste of time. You're here to be heroes. You don't have time for simple matters like that. But as they go to the dressing room, they meet outside. As I'll start explaining everything, who he is, and what they're here for. As he hands Midoriya a ball, since he got first place, well, his name will be Universe here. But for simplicity's sake, I'm going to call him Midoriya or Deku, since that's still his hero name. As he hands Midoriya the ball, he says to him, "Use your full strength, draw it as hard as you can." But with him choosing to activate one for all using his full strength, as Aizawa shuts off his corpse to make a point, he throws it, and the ball goes 400 miles. It's tracked 400 miles away. And as Midoriya is still holding back quite a bit in order to not, destroy the ball, so he has to keep his power down, at least for a little bit. Aizawa is generally, that's impressive, kid. I should have thought I deactivated your quirk. Well, technically his quirk is a mutation type, so I guess it wouldn't work. But he has Midoriya a ball again. No, use your full strength, no holding back. Okay, as Midoriya finally he activates one for all, as Aizawa sees, wait, SWAT did deactivate his quirk? That's not possible. That's gym thing. Unless that isn't a quirk at all. I'm gonna have to look into this a little bit more. As Midoriya throws the ball, with him not going all out, of course, this time he holds back quite a bit, and the ball goes twice as far. So let's just say it went 800 miles. 800, so that's your full strength. Impressive, kid. As Bakugo still gets the same score he did as in Canada, 75 km, Uraraka gets infinite. And everybody else goes the same as the test actually begin, which everybody getting around the same spots as Cannon, with Midoriya obviously hopping in first place. Since he's just a powerhouse here, there's not much people who can keep up with him, or he even have a difficult challenge with. So, Mineta comes in last place. Aizawa reveals he isn't going to expel anyone. That's just a ploy to get the monster at very best. Since all of you kids impress me, I see potential in every single last one of you here. Especially you, Mineta. Don't fail me. I have high hopes in you. As Midoriya just falls down to the ground crying. And he even changes his ways for a bit. Until you see Momo unbuckle a shirt, which he goes right back to normal. Until Nita eventually, tortures him. But that's for another time. As a little time go by, and classes began as normal. Classes began as normal. With them even picking in class rough. Eventually, Midoriya goes home for a bit. And he's hanging around with his dad, listening to music, finding videos, but they hear this screeching sound. And they're like, what is that? As the symbols come, and it's an old whaling song they had. These haven't been used since the old days of the Gym Wars. And like, shut it off! But they can't. It keeps going off, so they try to clog up the noise. As Midoriya even puts a bubble around it, as well as Garnet, Amethyst, and Pearl. He keeps putting bubbles around it to make sure it can't go off anymore. But one by one, each bubble pops, and the sounds become even louder than it was before. And two eventually Garnet cover it with pillows, and then Steven, Midoriya here, Izuku Universe here. Well, I'm just going to say Midoriya, and Amethyst, and they're both just standing on top of him to make sure no sound, and it's muffled quite a bit, so at least their ears aren't ringing anymore, and they're trying to figure out what's going on, what happened here. As for now, you could just put it inside of my, main place. It can't really cause much damage there, but it's like it's trying to receive a signal that I can't receive. Well, I have some experience with that, especially my new powers, and I used to be a rock star. Remember? Wait, Midoriya, don't your girlfriend Jiro have similar abilities to that? She can control sound waves. Oh my God, yes, that's genius. And she's also a rock star too. Well, she enjoys music, but she might be able to help us out. She might be able to help us out here. As they go together, and same events happen in Steven Universe. They try to use audio, and even Jiro connected to herself, trying to focus sound. It just makes it worse. It doesn't work. He even blows out the lights for the house for a minute. But then they try thinking about it in a different light. What if it's not audio? What if it's visual? What if it's a video? Can't believe I can't think of it Oreo. She really is smart. But then they go get an old television, and Jiro connects to it with the Wellington, and then a video message plays. Midoriya, something very wrong is happening. This isn't how I left her homeworld. It's horrible. Ever since Pete Diamond died, or disappeared. I don't know. I was trapped in that mirror for so long, but everything here is different. They're coming for you, all of you. They're even looking for this thing called the cluster. I don't know if I'll be able to help you, so please be careful. When they get there, please, I'm begging you, don't fight it. It's not going to end well. Please. I have to go now. goodbye. As the gems, their homeworld, they're coming back. And Gerald asks us, wait, what? As Midoriya reveals Jim passes her, and she's like, whoa, that's impressive. We're Wait, hold on. I just realized something. Ambulance didn't know who they was. She wasn't around long enough for the war. Everyone was just gone. So why was she so afraid of them? Just from stories from Garnet and Pearl? That's so weird. Especially Rose. It's just weird. Ambulance was horrified of them. But back to the story. We're going to have to prepare for a war if Homeworld actually comes back. As well, so we're going to have a fight. Well, it's better now. This time, you humans, you have courts. You're going to be able to defend yourselves this time. It's not just us. With the help of Midoriya's powerful All Might, Endeavor, even you, Hiachi, we might stand a chance here. We might be able to help push them back off the planet. But we're going to need everyone's cooperation, and we can't reveal we're aliens. Maybe you don't need everyone. Maybe just the pro heroes. You could just reveal it to them. Hiachi, how rank? You're like almost a number one hero. I'm more like 15, and you're all pretty high rank heroes yourself. Maybe you could get in touch with them. We're going to have to if we have any chance of fate to life in this homeworld. As the first place they go is UA. But that's going to be happening in the background for now. As Midoriya finally go back to school and let's play with Gerald, and Homeworld message from Lapis, he doesn't know how to take it, but as soon as he sits down, All Might bursts into the room. Have no fear, because I am your teacher. And the whole class just face bomb, because that was just, even though it's All Might, they're excited to see All Might. It's All Might, but that was the cringiest thing any of them have ever saw. But he clicks a button and their hero suits come out. As with Midoriya having a slight change to his outfit. 1. It imbues the emblem of the creature gems while keeping it green. And it's more of an upgraded version as he had in canon, because I think that version is full of the rubber arm braces. And leg canon is just him having it earlier because it's like, cooler. But none of the fancy technology, none of that, just a cooler outfit. Because I like it more. Because I can, because it's cooler. With the emblem of the creature gems shown in the front of him, not the back. A big golden star emblem symbolizing crystal gems. As they are full straws, they place on the teams, which is essentially the same as a canon. Bakugo and Ida versus Uraraka and Midoriya. As Midoriya wanted to show off a bit, so he doesn't do anything by himself, he decides to do something he figured out how to do a while ago. Fusion. He already fused once with Bakugo and Jiro, and with the gems, so he asks a word request to Uraraka. He asks, do she trust him? And she says, wait, why? I'm going to need you to dance with me. Wait, what? Just trust me. You're going to love it. This is going to end up for the best. As they do a slight dance, with Midoriya beginning to glow, and Uraraka is just confused as they begin to glow and they just fuse into one. Now, what was this Uravity universe? Uravity Quartz universe? Moravity, Midoriya plus Uravity, her hero name, Moravity. I'm keeping it, Moravity. I'm keeping that name. So the fusion jumps off using their or I'm just going to call it her for simplicity sounds because they them pronouns confuses me. Uses her zero core strength with her already enhanced speed and strength, making herself weightless. She's moving fast as she activates One for All, and she rushes right towards Bakugo. As Bakugo power up her explosion, he noticed. Wait, so he fused with her? How does that make sense? As she pulls a Minato Narikaze, jumping above him, using his strength, punching Bakugo in the spine, or not in the spine, but in the back, essentially knocking him out, tying him up, essentially capturing Bakugo. As she rushes towards Ida, and yeah, she's faster than Ida, like by a lot. As she stretches past him and touches the bomb, giving him the win. And I'm like, wait, what? As she's like, yeah, as him, and Uraraka refused. And Uraraka was like, wait, what is that? It's fusion. It's one of my abilities. I can fuse with whoever I please. But they have to trust me first, and there are limitations. What our mental states, stamina, and etc., etc. You know what I mean, right? That was so cool. As Bakugo Midoriya, I wanted that rematch with you, maybe another time. But the rest of the session goes on. And that goes about essentially the same as in canon. So the next event, the U.S. Dragon, that's an important event. As Midoriya, he's still been training with All Might and the Gems, gaining greater control over One for All, with the veterans just found One for All meeting his mother, but he doesn't even know it yet. Rose is there. He's like, who are you people? Well, I believe Rose is still inside the gem, even though it can't show it. Rose has to give up basically her existence to bring Steven to the world, in this case Midoriya, but the room still remember her, meaning that she still exists within the gem. I do believe that. She just can't act, as soon as she even died, she's not coming out. But I still think Rose exists. I think they're a fusion, but it's mostly just, Steven. But I do think Rose still somewhat exists within the gem, her psyche. Just like the vestiges, save for all, I can believe the gem. Save her consciousness, this is the original, and it can't exist without it. And it created a new one, which been Midoriya in this case. So I believe that she still exists within the gem. That's just personal, my theory. But she meets the vestiges of Rose meets the vestiges of One for All. You're like, wait, so you're the legendary Rose Quartz we've been hearing so much about. It's an honor to meet you. And she says, no, I'm not just Rose Quartz, I'm also pink. How am I here? Who are you people? We're the vestiges of One for All, a powerful quirk your son have gained. Wait, what? I didn't even know humans could do this. This is amazing. It's like Brooks like her ability where you have multiple copies of your stuff. No, there's only one copy of each of us, including Hiyachi over there. And Hiyashi knows this is going on. He remembers it. It's kind of transferring information since One for All is still pretty powerful. So I think it's possible since he was able to feel it anyway. And they're talking, and they all talk about the abilities and hopefully the powers Midoriya is going to be able to use someday. And Rose is like, this is bloody amazing. As the fourth court he's about to unlock, since he's going to need it really soon, it's dangerous sense. And Midoriya is confused because throwing a bus ride, taking a bus ride to the UFJ facility, it's like, what? What is the feeling of this? And Zero asks him, what's wrong? Nothing, it's just, I just have a bad feeling about something. As each of them is going over who have control of his Scorpion class, what their abilities, etc., etc., Right as they pull up to the USJ facility for a training, they meet the Hero 13, but just as Vengeance just goes out for one more time, since I do believe Midoriya is more powerful enough, I say he can show about 40% right now. I keep retconning everything, but I say he can show about 40% of War for All right now. And Black Misty Portal pours out, and he sees the League of Villains stepping through. But that's how I'm going to end this part off right here. Hope you all enjoyed. Peace out.